Like and subscribe for more content, please.
Hello everyone, welcome back to New Whatever, and we're going to be doing what if Deku was trained by the Avengers Part 2, and where we left off, they were landing in Wakanda, and they are getting out of the ship. They get out of the ship and they greet T'Challa, and he said, "So you're the boy that Captain America has been talking to me so much about." And that's where we're going to start it off. So, Izuku's already asked T'Challa to train him. And if you're wondering if he'll be getting the powers of the fruit, I mean, sure. Because that could be considered a quirk. But just given to him. So we're going to say that that he is going to get the powers of T'Challa. And a year time skip, and he's already able to beat T'Challa. He's already able to beat most of the Avengers. The only one he has trouble with is Hulk, because he just never gives up, and he gets stronger the matter he gets. So yeah. And he's already gotten the fruit from T'Challa. He's already drinking that, and he asked T'Challa if he could get weapons, tools, and because he learned how to use, Captain America's shield, Hawkeye's bow, and other weapons that the Avengers use. I'm not sure all the weapons that they use, but for right now, I'm just going to say that he knows how to use Captain America's bow. No, not bow, but shield, Hawkeye's bow, and he learned martial arts from Black Widow. Because those are the three that I remember. So, he does, and this is the shield that he gets. Picture this, but all black. And this is the bow that he gets. It's a bow staff. Picture this being okay, it's going to be just like this. And I must say that, when he drank the fruit, he gained this, but instead of the red, it's gonna be green. And the reason why I'm doing this is because as heightened reflexes, I want to be able to give him a different, eye texture, I guess you could say, or coloration. No, not coloration, but yeah, new design for his eye. And yes, it is a Sharingan, but it's not going to be called that. And Aya passes training. Training. That's all he's been doing for the past year. So he gets out of school, and his father picks him up, and well, no, he walks home because he's 14. But yeah, he walks home, and his dad asks him where he wants to go to high school. Him saying that he wants to go to UA because that's where most of the greatest pro heroes come from. And he says okay. And then the next day Hisashi tells the Avengers that they will be going to Japan for a couple years. Time skip a month. They're already there. He's met his mother again. Everything's doing all fine until Katsuki Bakugo goes up to Inko's house because that's where they're living. Because, yeah, plot. And then he knocks on the door. Inko opens the door. And Katsuki starts spouting nonsense. Izuku asks what's going on. And then he sees Bakugo. He's like, "Who are you?" Katsuki's like, "Who are you?" Then Inko says, "He's my son, Katsuki." Izuku. And Katsuki's like, "Wait, you have a son?" And he's just like thinking to himself, being like, "Wait, since when did she have a son?" He's so confused. And then she says, "Would you like to come in for some tea?" He takes the invite and comes in and goes in, and he then sits down and he asks, "Where has he been?" And Inko sits down from making tea because she already had the tea on ready, and she says, "Oh, they've been overseas till, well, when Izuku was born, Hisashi kinda had to work overseas, and I let him take Izuku. And they come back over here to go, so that Izuku could go to UA." Being literally what she said. Katsuki's like, "Wait, he wants to go to UA? Yes! That means that we can go there together. I'm being completely oblivious, because I'm gonna say that Izuku has like a faint telekinesis quirk, but it's like not noticeable by any means. But it's like telekinesis, but like he can see like glimpses of the past and the future. But not like, he can only see like pictures. And he can also kind of see into one's mind. Sorta. Plot. I'm sorry, I literally just thought of this. And I'm like, oh my goodness sakes. Even that could be better than, like, what I was giving him. Because, like, yeah. But then, Bakugo's ego comes back. And he's like, wait. What's your quirk anyway? And Izuku's like, I'm technically quirkless. And then Bakugo's ego flares up, with him saying, wait, a quirkless loser trying to get into UA? What a load of crap. That's like the funniest joke I've ever heard. Izuku hearing this like most of his life. Because like, he was told that he was quirkless. In quotations. And he is now sick of it. And he like gets mad every single time someone calls him a loser because he's quirkless. Even knowing that he's maybe stronger than most pro heroes, and I mean Bakugo doesn't know this, but like, come on, man. So Izuku getting up, and as fast as he can, getting behind Bakugo, putting his arm around his neck, and choking him. Bakugo's like, what the hell? Wait, what the fuck? He looks behind him and he sees an angry Izuku. And then Izuku starts to squeeze and he's like, holy shit. And he taps out because he doesn't want to die. He's scared of Izuku right now. So, and then Izuku apologizes for his outburst because he doesn't like being called quirkless or a loser. Plus, if you would have listened to him, he said technically. He then says again, I'm technically quirkless. But then he activates his Sharingan. This, but like green, and Bakugo is like, oh crap. Now I see what you mean by technically. Because it looks like you're Sharingan, but green. So yeah, 10 minutes in. Do I think that I can make it? Oh, and yes, I accidentally closed off the first one. So, this is more along 20, maybe, minutes? Maybe? so, where was I? Crap. I'll be back when I find out where I was. And Bakugo's like, oh, I see, crap, no, no, I'm tapping so many buttons, stop. He says, I see how they could determine you quirkless. Because, like, it's the Sharingan. He thinks it's literally a Sharingan. Because, like, he's watched anime. He's not, like, a weeb, but, like, he's watched it. Because plot reasons. And he's like, why does that look so much like Sharingan? And he says, you see, it's kind of like the Sharingan, instead of Genjutsu. I can see and copy people's movements. And I'm able to dodge, and my reflexes get very quick. And so, then Koski has to go because it's getting late. And tomorrow they meet up, and then the next day they meet up again. Because the sludge villain attack didn't really happen, because, like, Izuku wasn't there for it to happen. And so, oh crap, no, flip. I'll be right back. Yeah. Oh, it's good. So he's dressed in this. Like, he's wearing a gray hoodie. And so Izuku asks Bakugo what's his quirk, and he says that he can emit explosions from his hands, from his palms, using what's it called? Nitroglycerin is what secretes nitroglycerin like sweat, so he's able to blow his sweat up. And he says the more he sweats, the more powerful the explosions are. And so they start training. They start to spar. And then they see that Doggo Bay Beach would be... Please don't yell at me if I pronounce Doggo Bay Beach wrong. I was never able to pronounce that right, so I'm sorry. But, so, a 5-month time skip because there's 2 people instead of just 1. After they've, like, Izuku was already as jacked as he was. No, he was even more jacked than he was in the anime already. And now he's even more. Katsuki's a little bit more than he was in... is more than he was in the anime, too. And... guys, help me out here. I need your guys' help with the ship. Because, like... I'm not sure who I'm gonna ship him with. So if you guys could, please help me out. Comment in the description who you want me to ship him with. Please. Like, I was starting to cry because I couldn't find out who I was going to ship him with, and my Discord wasn't helping me out. So, and for the rest, they start, like, Katsuki is, like, trying to sweat, is trying to create, or will emit sweat from any temperature that he could be at. So, he's basically, they're going at, like, all around, and, like, in the morning they go for a jog, they do, like, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 sit-ups, wait, I already said that, pull-ups, 100, squats, there was another one, and they go for a kilometer run. And that's their morning routine. So, and at noon, they start doing their stamina and their endurance. So they would be having, they would be sparring a lot, and they wouldn't stop until they would fall, so then they would have an hour break. Literally, like, increasing how much they can, like, endure, and how much they can, like, how long they can last in a battle. Right now, they can endure more than they can in the anime. Like, right now he can endure more than he can during the overhaul fight, Izuku versus overhaul fight. Yeah, he can endure more than that. And still come out, like, on top. And so, that went on for another 5 months. Oh wait, and during, like, the evening, like, when it starts to get to, like, 7, or, well, 6-ish, they start to get Bakugo to sweat. Their sparring, like, gets more intense, because, like, they're trying to, like, allow Bakugo to create sweat in colder conditions, where it's much harder to create sweat, because your body's automatically cooling off from the air around you. And, no, I'm going to say a 4-month time skip. So it's a month before UA entrance exams. And Izuku is talking with his father about, like, his hero costume, because he already knows that he's going to get in, because, well, he's literally been trained by, like, the #1 heroes, crap. Internship, I want to say, wait, is that, wait, the number one hero group, because, like, I don't remember the word for it. Number one hero group, and in America. And, like, he has all their abilities. And yes, he can, like, control thunder. He won't use that until the USJ arc. Yeah. Because, yeah, that'd be too overpowered to just use it all the time. Only when he needs it. He only uses thunder when he needs it, too, so, oh yeah, Izuku's talking with Hisashi, and he asks if he could, like, get a hero suit like Black Panther has, but, like, he's not gonna have, like, a mask. He's, like, gonna have a hood. Like, he's still gonna have that mask thing that he has in the anime, but he isn't, like, gonna have, like, the bunny ears or, well, the All Might hair for the whatchamacallit, for the hood. And and the Sharingan is only for one eye. I forgot to mention that. The Sharingan is called the Future Seeing Eye, or the Future Seeking Eye. And it's only for one eye, and I'm gonna say it's his left eye. Because, and if you hear, like, popping, that's just me popping my knuckles, because I have a really bad habit of that. Oh, what? I'm at 23 minutes. I think that's over 30 minutes. A 30-minute long video. So, he asks that, and Hisashi asked T'Challa if he could borrow some vibranium for his hero costume. And of course, I'm saying yes because, like, that's, like, one of his favorite person in, like, the world. Well, not favorite, but, like, one of his favorite, well, kids. In quotations. And a month later, UA entrance exam. Because since he has the future seeking eye, he doesn't trip, and he never meets Ochako, at least not until later on. And, like, he goes in, he gets, like, he's been studying, like, Japanese for, like, 10 months straight. And, like, when he wasn't, like, training, like, rigorously. He would train Japanese because, like, he's always wanted to go to UA. So, like, he got 100% on the written exam. And then, when they were, and then in that, like, meeting thing where President Mike was speaking about the pointers and robots, well, Izuku was thinking, and he wasn't paying any attention. And since, I'm sorry if, like, you don't like cussing, but, like, and, like, during the entrance exam, he is a dick. I'm sorry to say this, but he is. He found a reason. He always found a reason to, and, like, more and more I see on, like, during the entrance exam, more I see that he's a dick. And that he isn't, like, a good guy. But, like, he gets better during the anime, and I'm happy about that. Because, like, thank you. We don't need, like, another Bakugo. Well, he's not like Bakugo. He's not too hot-headed. And, Ida points out that Izuku is not paying any attention. Since Bakugo and Ida and Izuku are friends, and I am exaggerating the word friends, because, like, since when has he had any of those? Like, since he's considered any people friends? Well, it might be because he his ass got kicked by him, but, like, still. Point still stands. And Bakugo's, like, about to yell. Granted, Izuku is, like, mad as hell because, like, why the hell are you calling me out when you're, like, not even, while you're, like, looking around for people who aren't, like, paying attention? And who says that I wasn't paying attention? Him accidentally saying this out loud. He realizes it, and he's like, damn, I said that out loud. But it's all true. And then because, like, he still asked the question about the 0-pointer. Ida still asked. And then Izuku says, oh, and about the other robot, the fourth robot. If you could tell, why would they only say 3 robots, and when there's a bigger one there, which is, like, most likely, like, distraction or a decoy, and that they shouldn't really pay attention to it because it's probably worth, 0 points? Him saying this out loud. Well, half of that. Damn, I smell popcorn. And, like, I've only eaten dinner today. So, like, I'm, like, hungry. Oh, and, like, yeah, it's late. And what? Okay, I'm at 30 minutes within this. Just this long. Okay. So, then the fun parts. Then the fun part starts. while they were going to their directed battlefields, Izuku grabbed his weapons, being these. Oh, and that, like, spear thing on the left can turn into, like, two of those, like, mini ones all the way to the left. Because they, like, can break up in the middle. Wait, is that a nunchuck? Is that a... Imagine that little, like, nunchuck thing all the way to the left being, like, a pull thing. You know what, like, what Black Widow uses in Infinity War, to defeat, to, like, attack... What's her face? To save... Scarlet Witch. The one with the person to save what's her face with the power to destroy an Infinity Stone. Let's just say that. And so he like starts to like beat up these robots like it's nothing. No wait, before that, Ida Izuku is about to walk up to Ochako, being like, "Hey, don't be so tense. After all, it is just like an exam. It's not like we're going to go up against the real thing. It's not now." And Ida tries to intersect, but then he says, "I swear to God, if you're about to talk to me about not, like, disrupting someone when I'm not about to tell her, like, calm her down," like, trying to calm her down, and how do you, like, know if we know each other or not? And then he backs off, because he said, "Good point." And then he just walks off. With a face, like, as if he regretted even going over there. And he says that to Ochako, and then he sees the doors open, and he's like, he doesn't hear go immediately, so he's like, "Oh, I see what they're doing," and then he instantly, like, is all the way to, like, in, like, the middle of, like, 3, and granted, he had the shield on his back, and, like, this, like, into that spear, that dual spear thing, and he's, like, just, like, slashing at this stuff. Wait, I forgot to mention something. Ida also said something about him, like, about him having weapons in here. Like, that's, like, uncalled for, because, like, he shouldn't be having weapons, because it's about his own abilities. But the weapons are part of my quirk, he says back. So, yeah. I just had to mention that, because, like, I know it would be something he'd bring up. Of course it is. He always does it. He always would do it. And he's like just destroying these robots. He gets 30 points in a matter of like a minute. So he goes perched up onto a rooftop. He only brought like what? I want to say 30 arrows. Because like he like really can't like do stuff. Because like if he was to like bring any more, that would be because like even for him he wouldn't want to like bring too much for him to carry. So he doesn't bring like 60, 50, 40. Not even 31. He brings 30. So yeah. So he starts like shooting robots. He got like I'll say 50 more points. Yeah, 50 more points. So he's at 80 right now. He's already used up all of his arrows. So then he like puts the spear thing on his back. He takes out his shield, which is black. Which is pure black. Pitch black. And he is like going down there. He's like sliding off the building with the shield like the shield head facing like protecting him while he like slides down the side of the building. And he jumps off the building because he can do that. He's as agile as a cat. And like then he activated the powers that he got from T'Challa. Instantly activating this. And so after like 2 minutes of just playing around with robots, he starts to feel the ground like shaking. Like no one else notices this because this is like a minute. They had like just pressed the button and like the signal's like still going through. It's like just barely moving at this point. And then he starts to feel the ground shaking. Like he's like about to like fall over. And they're like, "Are you okay, dude?" Without realizing it, then the ground just starts shaking like crazy. And then they just see a massive 0-pointer right above them. Most people start running. Other people are like in shock because like of just how big that thing was compared to the paper-sized one. And then he's like about to like wake up like the shocked people because like they're like asleep because they're in shock. And then he hears a scream for help, and then he's like, because like he is like very good hearing because of the fruit, and his enhanced reflexes doesn't help the fact that he was instantly there. And since he was like he was injected with the superhero, like the superhuman serum, like super soldier serum. Yeah. Because like he was Yeah, because, like, he was, like, one of the more, whatchamacallits, yeah. So, he reels his arm back with the shotgun gun. He literally, because, like, the arm of the robot is, like, about to, like, punch him or slap him. And all you see is him moving midair. And then the whole Zero Pointer's face, like, bend in. Now the Zero Pointer is falling backwards. And when he realizes what's going on, he's like, this ain't funny. He forgot that he still had his shield in his hand. And, like, he's like, no. And then he looks over to his arm and he sees the shield. And, like, the Zero Pointer's, like, still falling over, so, like, he can, like, still, like, right off the knee of the Zero Pointer. Okay, don't know why that just was sent, but okay. So he, rides off the body of the Zero Pointer, and he goes, and then he slides down. He gets to the ground. He instantly goes over to Ochako to help her up. He asked her if she could walk, and she says no. She has a sprained ankle. And if you guys would like me to go into more detail about like what I did like last episode, I guess, then tell me, because I'm going to have to stop it off at. No, I won't. Okay, so Izuku takes Ochako, well, this brunette, to Recovery Girl. She's seen giving everyone, gummies. And he brings this brunette to a Recovery Girl, and he asked Recovery Girl if she could heal her. Her saying yes, of course, which she does. And Izuku is, other than, no, because he doesn't have that yet. Crap. He's in cuts. He has cuts and bruises from the fall, the slides, because he's, slid down a building, and he just beat that Zero Pointer, and from the fights from before. And then Recovery Girl asks if he was okay, and he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. She still gives him a kiss on the forehead. He instantly fell asleep, because, he did, a lot of running around, more than, 2 kilometers of, running, just, running. So, and, those jumps, took a lot of, stamina out of him. He really couldn't endure any more than that. Like, he was, like, already, like, fall asleep. As soon as he got home he was gonna lay down on his bed, fall asleep for a couple days. And yes, Izuku was, like, in a hospital bed for, like, 5 days. Because, like, he stressed his body, like, to the max. Like, just beforehand. Like, the night before, he had, like, strained his body to the max. Like, within, like, just getting, 5 hours of sleep? Before he got up again, and then did the UA exam. So, like, he was, like, put out for 5 days. And it was also, like, kind of due to Recover Girl's quirk. She can heal someone, but only by using their own stamina. Okay, so I'm still good. So, in Ochako, I kind of got used to calling her Ochako. Being worried about Izuku because he saved her. Because, like, he still hasn't woken up. Chart goes to UA to see if he's okay, if he's awake. And, like, they say that he just misses her. She just misses him. That, like, he had, like, just woken up. Like, just before she, like, came in. And, like, so she's, like, already home. And she's sad. She didn't get to, like, she didn't, like, get to talk to him or thank him. So, yeah, that happened. And UA had already given Izuku's, like, acceptance letter, like, put his acceptance letter in the mail, like, the day beforehand. So, Izuku got home. Izuku's mother and Izuku and his Inko Midoriya and Hisashi Midoriya both tackled him to the ground as soon as he stepped foot in that house. Well, no. As soon as he closed the door. Because I can't be having him going unconscious for, like, 10 more days. Because, like, school starts in, like, 2. I think. It was a week. No. Okay, thank you. And they were asking him where was he? And, like, they were about to call the police because you didn't come back from UA. He's like, I have been asleep for 5 days. Don't test me, I'm very energetic. And as soon as he said that he was very energetic, Hisashi literally just got up and walked away. Inko, being curious, got up, walked away to her husband, and asked him, why did you walk away? Hisashi's saying, when he's energetic, I could barely contain him in the house. So, like, after eating breakfast, because, like, he didn't eat at UA, he had just gotten up, he needs to eat. It's been 5 days. And so he eats, and then Inko remembers that he had already gotten his acceptance letter. like, they haven't looked at it because, like, that's for him to know. Like, they would like to know when he wants to know. Like, yeah, when he wants to tell them. Since they're not nosy parents. They're like the number one father and mother of, like, the year. Like, Justin, like, the 10 months that he's, like, stay there, he already thinks that she's, like, the best mother, like, to ever exist. So, like, and, like, and he's, like, not had a mother figure in his life. So, well, instead Black Widow, but, like, she was, like, more of a sister than a mother. So, yeah. And so, Izuku, after eating, went to Doggo Beach, and he's overdoing it because, like, he's so energetic. He, like, can't, like, he's, like, doing, like, triple what he normally does. So, like, 300 of everything, and then, like, 3 kilometers. No, I'll make it 2. Because, like, because I don't want him to, like, be over, like, because, like, he, like, did, like, 2 kilometers. No. Oh, wait, what did I say? How many kilometers? Well, I just don't want him to be, I feel like I said 2, but, like, I might have said 3. So, yeah. So when he gets home, he's, like, tired. And then he, like, sets his... Wait, yeah, he sets his, like, bow staff, like, right next to his desk. And then, letter falls. He opened his eyes back up because, like, he was already laying on the bed. With his eyes closed. Trying to fall asleep. Then he hears the letter fall. And then he's like, oh, I forgot that I already got my acceptance letter. Wait, did I get in? Wait, I don't remember opening. Crap, I need to open it. Luckily, if he hadn't opened it, he would have still been correct, because he had been accepted. Young Midoriya, well, he opens up the letter. He sees this, like, pebble. This pebble-like thing. He puts it on the desk. He looks under it. Well, before he puts it on the desk, he taps, and he saw a blue button. So he taps it, he sets it on the desk, and then a hologram shows up. Hello, I am here. All I said. I am here to announce that you, Izuku Midoriya, it was 60 hero points, so let me do the math real quick. 140 hero, no, I want to say he has 100 villain points, and For that act that you saved young Raka. Oh wait, I don't think he knows. Wait, does he? Oh crap, I don't know. For saving that young kid. Oh well, young teenager. And for that, I grant you 60 hero points, making your total 160. You've been accepted to Class 1A. Welcome to your Hero Academia. Your Hero Academy. It was either that or Hero Academia. I don't think it was Academia, though. I could be wrong. Okay. So, he's shocked that, like, All Might's gonna be teaching there. Because he's, like, the #1 hero in Japan. And, like, he's been over to America once, twice. Yeah, twice. So he's, like, seen him over there. He wasn't, like, that big, but, like, he was still big over in America. So, wait, how? Okay, so I'm reaching an hour. Jesus. Like 2 years. Just for 2 years, 1 hour. Okay. So, I should stop making these side comments. Probably. But, okay, so, yeah, he gets excited. He runs all the way over to his parents' room because, like, they are in the same room. No, they are not, like, doing the deed. I got that from another YouTuber. But they are not doing the deed. And he said, then he turns on their light and he wakes them up, saying that he's been accepted to a. Inko screams because she's, like, overly excited. Sashi's like, I knew, like, he's, like, still, like, hyped. Like, he can, like, barely talk. So, like, he's, like, Inko. But, like, he, like, still, like, is able to say, I knew you could do it. I hope I did that correctly. That's exactly what I do when I get, like, super, like, excited. Without, like, showing it. I, like, do it to my voice. So, yeah. So, they're all in, like, a big bear hug, family hug, group hug. And so then, after that little incident, they all go back to bed. Izuku, like, does nothing for 2 days because he, like, needs rest. Because, like, he should rest his body as much as he can before he has to use it again. So, he, like, rests for 2 days. And then, the first day of UA, Inko trying to get Izuku up because, like, he's been resting for, like, 2 days straight. He's gotten used to it, so, like, he doesn't want to get up. But then she says, if you want to be late for UA, then be my guest and quit. That got him up as quick as she said, Quit. As soon as he said quit, he got his butt up as quick as flash. Oh, wow, I hit the 1 hour mark. Yay, that's a new record. Of me flopping my lips. So, Izuku got up. He still did his morning routine, cause but he only did 1 kilometer, and he only did 50 push-ups, 50 of the exercises, because he doesn't want to strain his body, and he doesn't want to be late for one. Using the the godly power from Thor, he got there as soon as quick as lightning, quicker than Flash, I guess you could say. Well, yeah, it's almost as if he teleported. Let's just say that. And there were little hints of him being able to use electricity in the entrance exam. So I'm gonna say Aizawa caught up on this, and for a plot, because I want to do something funny. So Izuku got to an A, and he was walking in, and then he's like, oh crap, I don't know where class 1A is. And then he starts running through the halls as quick as he can. And about 2 minutes later, he stops. He starts walking around normally. And around, 10 minutes later, because, he was lost, so he had to, slow down, he found Class 1A. Granted, UA is a huge high school. It's bigger than my high school. I am tired because of the time. And, I had to get up at 8 o'clock. So I've been up for 12 hours now. 13 hours maybe. And, so yeah. And I, really want to get to the USJ arc. So, yeah. I might skip that. Yeah, I might skip. But, so, Izuku, got in the door, and he was about to take his seat when he gets rushed by Ochako, saying, "Hi, you're the boy who saved me. Thank you. I'm Ochako Uraraka." And then then Ida comes up to him and says, from yelling at Bakugo, if you haven't seen the anime, Bakugo is, the one who yells the most, but, he's almost yelled at the most out of everyone in their class. So, I'm sorry guys, if that was a long pause. I was trying not to yawn. And Ida comes up to Izuku being I'm sorry for my rude attitude during the entrance exam. And how is it that you knew about those different points? Izuku's I swear to God, if you think that you need
to know about other points to save people, then you shouldn't even be becoming a hero. Let alone a hero in training. Ida, taking this to heart, he said, "Thank you for the advice." And Izuku being like, "That wasn't you know what? Just forget it. Forget it. Forget I ever said anything." And wait, did he? Well, yeah. And then he goes to go sit next. Then no. This is when he comes to the realization that Izawa is behind the door. And he's like, "Wait. Is there a little cat behind that door?" Because, Izawa, is a cat lover. And smells like cats. I'm gonna say this because plot. And yeah, basically plot. Cause I'm gonna do something later on that is gonna be funny as hell, but still. Oh, and Izuku's hero costume has already gotten in. I'll show you when they're doing the hero versus villains training, combat training. Hero v villains combat training. In building combat training. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, I'll show you at that time, and I'll tell you about his costume run then. And so Izuku then opened the door to see a caterpillar. Well, that's what he looked like. Well, to Izuku, it looked like someone in a sleeping bag. He grabbed the sleeping bag and brought him to the thing because he thought he was a teacher, and he was, yeah, he oh, my phone's at 15%. After this I should charge it. Yeah, I'll charge it after. Oh, and his right eye is going to turn to this. But the reason why is because I'll tell you at the USJ. So yeah, and I tried to duplicate this, turn it green, but it wasn't working. So yeah. Yeah, wait, what was I about to do? Crap. Grab. I don't know what I was about to do. I got off topic. I can't. Crap. Izuku. Oh yeah, Izuku, sets the caterpillar down. And at the podium thing in front of the class, and Aizawa gets up and he's like, "Damn, that kid's good."
Um, put your gym suits on and meet out at Field Gamma, I think it was called. Izuku, okay guys, so he gets into his uniform and he walks out and they ask him what was his highest throw, what was his highest softball throw in middle school. Him proudly saying, because like technically it, like his super strength is always active, he got a, I want to say 150, but that would be, no, let's say he got 125 meters. And he's like, okay, impressive. Now, throw this in that circle with everything that you got. Izuku complying. He got into the circle, and he reeled his arm back. He activated, it went from, this, swirled around to this, to the second tomoe, and he activated this in his right eye, accidentally. Well, I mean, it was more along the lines of, like, this. So, swirling into this. But, like, yeah. Because I have better plans for that. And he can control time with that eye. Just like how he calls his technical Sharingans future seeking eyes. He's gonna call this the time breaking eyes. His time breaker eyes. As time completely stopped for him it stopped. He threw it with everything he had, and within, like, not even a nanosecond, it was already into infinity. I'm sorry, he's gonna be overpowered. Yeah, I know. But let's just say that fruit unlocked something within him. Like, dojutsus, but, like, much, not as strong and sort of better. But, like, still. So, he reached infinity, He's like, you weren't going all out, were you? And he's like, maybe. And Aizawa's like, look, problem child, don't hold back. What other challenges are you gonna have us do? I'm gonna break that my kid at least 30 kilometers. If I don't die from that, but like still. Because like he's like just thinking to himself, like talking out loud. Well, he still sorta has that muttering thing. It's not as bad, but like he's like still muttering to himself. And then he's like, problem child, look, you need to stop muttering, well, stop talking. Because for one, you're annoying. Says the cat lover. Says the little person who fights like a cat. I do not, I fight like Captain America. What the frick are you talking about? I'll try to keep it, like, cussing to a minimum. I'll try. So, so all others, he like got first and everything. Except there was one that, he couldn't win because of Ochoko's infinity score. He technically tied. And then Bakugo almost, no, he couldn't, because his quirk wasn't useful enough. As useful as his. Damn. But the only reason why he got infinity was because of the fact that he has a time eye, which is like overpowered. Because you can force things that you wouldn't normally have power of. Like you would be able to touch fire, touch lava without burning yourself. Because like time for you is stopped, but you're able to move. Like, so your skin will not burn. And all you gotta do, like, if you, like, touch something and then put to touch fire, put your hand in there, nothing would happen. Like, your hand wouldn't even be touched. Let alone, it wouldn't even be wet. And if you were to touch lava and then put your whole hand in, it might steam, like, as soon as you, like, bring time back to, like, time to back where it's supposed to be. Yeah, there might be steam, but, like, once you think about it, technically your body won't, like, is still, like, frozen in time. It's just that you can, like, move around. Your body can't react to stuff, like, your skin can't, like, react to fire or lava as fast as your body can move. If you get what I'm saying. So, at the end of the day, it's no, wait. Oh, crap. I'll have to think of a new hero name for Deku. Since, like, he won't be called Deku anymore. So, oh, crap. Like, oh my god, that's weird.